Louisville is on its way to the interview room. Okay, for those of you in the work area, Louisville has arrived in the interview room. And we'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Pitino, and then we'll go to questions for anyone.
Thank you. Well, first I want to congratulate Jacksonville State. They never stopped. We had relentless pressure on them, and they never stopped, kept staying in the game. And I'm really happy for Ray because he did a terrific job in his first year. They have very good basketball players. I was very impressed with Donovan Mitchell. I've been trying to get him to focus on other things other than scoring. If it's not your night because you're the main target, to do other things. And tonight, he wasn't necessarily on, but he had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals and a block shot. So that, to me, he's come a long way. Normally, if he missed shots, he wouldn't do that. So that's great. And Mango played great offense and tried to put Nobertus Gija in the NBA.
Okay, questions, please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you right here.
For Donovan, you had career high rebounds. You matched your career high in assists. Does that take the sting out of missing your first 11 shots?
I guess so. I mean, I wasn't really focused on that. You know, Coach told me with about, I don't know, maybe 8 minutes left that, you know, all 5 guys are keying in on me, so I made it a point to kind of jump stop and get in the lane and create shots for my teammates. And once I started doing that, I started to get more comfortable. And, you know, and realizing the games that we lost where I didn't play well, I was kind of forcing the issue and not really playing, excelling in other parts of my game. So I made it a point to kind of go to the glass and get my teammates a shot and play great defense.
Need to remind the media that we cannot record on your portable devices. Questions, please? Right here.
Mango, Jerry Eves, you've been very efficient your last 5 or 6 games scoring the basketball. Is that something you've been working on? A lot of people were surprised. You've been going over right and left shoulder, scoring it, hitting your free throws. Are you just concentrating on that now?
Question for Mango.
I mean, Coach has made a big point of, you know, trying to go play inside out. And, I mean, it's been working out pretty well for me. A lot of guys started off, you know, not expecting me to make a move in the post and, you know, going up and scoring. And, I mean, it's working out pretty well for me and for my teammates because, you know, I'm kicking that out as well.
Right here.
For Mango, the second chance points today was 24-3. Did you have a sense that even if your shots weren't going down, that you would be able to keep getting offensive rebounds and eventually they would go in?
Question for Mango.
I mean, Coach, you know, back to Coach again. He's made a big point of us, you know, just crashing the glass offensively all the time, 90% of the time. And, you know, it's worked out a lot for us today. Really wasn't grabbing a lot of them, but I was tipping some of them out for my guards to actually give us a second chance. And, a lot of it, went in, and sometimes, we turned the ball over. But every time we go to the glass offensively, it's very hard to guard us.
Questions, please? Right back in the back.
For Coach Pitino, do you feel the shot selection was better in the second half, or is better execution in the second half?
I thought the shot selection was good in the first half because the first 4 paint touches were point-blank range at the rim, and Jalen and Mango just missed it on point-blank range. One was a dunk, missed dunk, the other 3 that they normally make. I mean, Mango has come a long, long way. What people don't realize is he's broken the same foot twice and been out a long, long time. And about a month and a half ago, he started coming around and being the old Mango, where he drop steps both shoulders, goes up and under, does a lot of really good things. And he's a veteran. As you can see, he's not a young spring chicken. He's 35 years old. Nah, he's only 24.
Right here.
Coach, did you notice any sense of urgency going into this game after the loss to Duke?
You know what I found? I don't know why it happened to Villanova last night. When you're a low seed, you come out a little tight because you're supposed to win in the minds of everybody. And the players, usually we don't miss dunks in point-blank range. And we didn't guard the 3 well tonight, but they banged 3 of them in, and they made another 3 with 1 second on the clock. So, when they shoot 50%, go 10 for 19 from the 3, and you still win by 15, you have to take it. Now, that being said, we're playing against the Golden State Warriors on Sunday. So it's, I watched the second half, I've never seen shooting like that since I've been a coach. It's incredible, the way they shoot the basketball. And it looks like it's going in the moment it leaves their hands. So it's going to be a tough task for us.
Right here.
Coach Pitino, you answered my question. They had 15 shots and 36 points, almost 2.3 per possession. We know UCLA leads the country at 1.2. You're going to have to guard them all. What are you going to do in the next 48 hours to get your team ready for that kind of arsenal? Because it was unbelievable the second half.
Yeah, it really was. When you have a great point guard who you've got to contain, and if you help. So, look, we know how good Michigan is. This is a very inexperienced team. We're down 2 scholarships. Our backcourt's a little thin, and show you how inexperienced we are. One of my players said, "There's a lady in our huddle stealing our plays." Tracy Wolfson. They thought she was giving it to the other team, and I told Donovan she's not doing that. She just no, it wasn't him. But look, we know what we're in for. It'll be the toughest second-round matchup I've had since I've been in this business. They're a great basketball team. I've seen them in person, lose to my son. But since that point of seeing them in person, they are an entirely different basketball team, and they're lethal. And they're on a great run right now, but I think it'll be a heck of a game.
Right here. She's going to get a mic to you.
Coach, it looks like Kevin Keith's got the NC State job. Just your thoughts on what he'll do there, and
You sure about that?
per ESPN's Jeff Goodman.
Well, I spoke to him before I came over here, and at that point, it wasn't a done deal. So I don't know what to say. Jeff, is focusing in on that. So but I spoke to when I left for the arena, it wasn't a done deal. So maybe it got done. If it is, they've hired one hell of a basketball coach because he's absolutely great as a recruiter as well as a coach.
Back here in the back.
Coach, you've gone up against John Beilein a couple times before. How does this year's team compare to teams you've faced in the past?
Well, I think it's actually more than a couple. I'm not sure how many times, but we've always had bizarre games. I'm not sure if he was at West Virginia when we won the Big East Championship at that time. But then he had a group, you talk about shooting. We had 7 guys, and our 7th man, Otis George, had a stress fracture. We played no man. We couldn't press the whole season with Francisco Garcia and Taekwon Dean. We just played 2-3 bumping zone, and his team made 11 threes before half. And his son made 2 from the logo in Albuquerque, from the Wolf. And we actually moved all the chairs at halftime and had to play man. We were fortunate enough to win in overtime, and we've played them in the Big East. I think semifinals, or finals. We played him in great game in 2013. My respect for him as a basketball coach is off the charts. His teams are always fun to watch. They're always well coached, well drilled. They don't turn it over. So it's going to be a heck of a game.
Any more questions for anybody here?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach. Hold them up. Since they changed on me. Who it? All right, Jacksonville State is arriving, and again, I remind everybody on the restrictions on videotaping with your devices. Keegan. Okay, we will begin with an opening statement from Coach Harper, and then we'll take questions for anybody up here. So, Coach?
First and foremost, just awfully proud of our guys. I think the entire country got an opportunity to see how hard they play. Unfortunately, today we didn't. The game was determined by our inability to rebound the ball. I mean, it wasn't because of a lack of effort. Their length and their athleticism caused us some problems, but it was definitely not a lack of effort. And I told the guys in the locker room, couldn't be more proud. And first trip ever for Jacksonville State to the NCAA tournament. And I think we represented our university, our city, and the OVC in a class manner, which we said we would. And the bar's been set. Hopefully we can do it again here someday soon.
All right, questions for Coach or the players? Raise your hand, we'll get a mic right here.
Ray, obviously, Giga had a great game. Just can you talk about what he showed the country today?
Question for Ray.
I think it's the first time in a long time, and these guys will tell you I don't say anything that I wouldn't say to them in my office, that I saw him after practice, and he and Coach Richardson was getting shots up constantly. And I think it showed today that he's got a ton of ability, and the sky's the limit for him. Now we'll see how hard he wants to work in the off season, and how good he really wants to be. And the same goes for the two sitting right next to him. They're very talented, but this game is about getting better. And that's what we did as a team, and that's what we've got to do as individuals now in the offseason. And we got a taste of it, and let's see how much these guys really liked it.
Questions, please? Right here in the back.
Coach, if you could comment on the shirts that Create Yours, is that like a slogan or a philosophy you've had this season?
No, that's from Adidas. Each of the Adidas schools are wearing those. Create your own destiny is us. Again, guys, we were picked 12th out of 12 teams in our league, and we're here playing today and had a chance. I mean, we were right there. Had the game down to 9, and the ball kept getting bobbled around. And look, there's a lot of possessions, but that one was key. I felt like we came up with that ball somehow. We were gaining confidence with each possession. I just felt like one of these guys would make a play, and we'd get it to 6 or 7. And we talked about yesterday, let's get this thing under the 4-minute mark with a chance to win it, and let's see what happens.
Over here.
Norbertus, could you just talk about what you had going out there today, what you saw, how you were able to do what you did today?
Question for Norbertus.
My teammates kept fighting me, and I just kept shooting it. The ball kept going in. Overall, I think we did a pretty good job. In the first half, we just gave too many offensive rebounds. That's what kept them in the game. And then I think we fought, but just Louisville was a pretty good team, and I think they're going to go far this year.
Any more questions, please? Right here. Yeah.
Ray, they had Adele on Malcolm today, and it looked like he had some struggles with that. Can you just talk about that matchup and how much it meant to you offensively?
Question for Coach.
I thought Malcolm played awfully well. I mean, he had 12 points, 6 assists. He only turned it over twice. And we asked a lot of him, he and Tyreke. I mean, I looked at him in the huddle one time, and he wasn't going to tell me that he was tired because he didn't want to come out of the game. I know that. But, look, their pressure is tough. And, he fought it. And I couldn't be more proud of the way he played. I mean, he competed his tail off. He can tell you if he got tired, he might tell me the truth now. But he knew if he told me the truth, he was probably coming out. But I'm proud of it because I know what Malcolm's about. He's, I don't know how tall he is, but I know he's got a big heart. And the same thing with the little guy down there on the end. He's got a big old heart, and I love guys like that.
Over here.
One thing that everyone knows about Louisville is that they are defensively sound. It seemed like the press proved pretty difficult as well today. Can you talk about the challenge of Louisville's press and maybe what you did, Coach, to collaborate or to go against that in your offensive strategy?
Well, there were a couple of stretches where we didn't handle it. It's all about just pressuring the inbounds pass. And I thought we missed over the top a few times. I think you got to pop them over the top, and we didn't do it. We got G one time over the top, but for the most part, I thought we were pretty good. We had a couple of violations. G forgot he couldn't run one time. He thought he was still playing over in Lithuania or wherever, Latvia or wherever, where they can do whatever they want. And I just told you couldn't run. But anyway, the guys were good. I mean, again, Malcolm was the one, he and Tyreke had to take it out and face that pressure, and I thought they made good decisions, and we talked all week about don't panic. We'd rather get a 5-second call than have a live ball turnover because that's where they turn them into points. And they got 7 points off of our turnovers. I would have taken that before the game. The one stat that jumps out at you is they beat us 24-3 on second chance points. And we shoot 50% from the field, 53 from the 3. All numbers I would have taken prior to the game. The only thing, and I would have told you they're not out rebounding us like that. Even though they're a great rebounding team, I would have never thought that.
Right here.
Malcolm, as a veteran player who was back from last year and coming back next year, just can you talk about the foundation that you guys have laid for beyond this year?
Question for Malcolm.
Yeah, we have higher expectations. We plan to come back and plan to win some games, so we'll be back.
Right here.
Tyreke, you were one of the few guys that was able to attack the basket. Can you talk a little bit about that as well? You guys being aggressive offensively.
Tyreke?
Yes, you know, every day in practice, Coach Harper, he talked to me a lot about attacking, like when I got bigger players on me, like use my speed, so that's what I was doing, just getting by.
Right here.
This is for any of the players. What's going through your mind at the first time out when you're up 10-2, 8-0? What's running through your mind at that point?
Norbertus, we'll start with you.
Nothing, just stay focused in, and then just don't get caught up in the moment. Just stay focused and just stay together.
Malcolm?
We knew they were going to make a run, so we just had to stay poised, and we knew they were coming. So,
yeah, like Malcolm said, I figured they was going to make a run, and they did eventually, but I just felt like we had to just stay calm and like keep playing how we was.
Anything else? Right here.
Yeah, Coach, could you just talk a little bit about Tucker's job on Mitchell? He didn't score until like maybe the last 2-3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job on him. He got in the paint late and got some, and you know, they're terrific offensively. They run a lot of misdirection, a lot of, you know, they're good. They're very, very efficient in the half court, and I thought our defense was pretty sound for the most part. They got us early in the second half with some duck ends, but for the most part, I would take in how we played defensively. And these guys will tell you, our defense is not about one-on-one defense. It's a team game, and we have to cover for each other, and I thought we did that for the most part. We gave up some middle drives, which hurt us late in the second half, but for the most part, we were pretty sound defensively.
Got time for one more? Anyone? Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.